Hello, I'm Justin M. Kennedy, an attorney with Litherland Kennedy & Associates, a California estate planning and elder care law firm. Today, I'm going to discuss what is a death probate. In California, if a decedent passes away with more than $166,250 in assets in their name, then their assets may be subject to the death probate. The death probate is an expensive and time-consuming court process where the probate judge makes sure that the decedent's final expenses are paid, the decedent's creditors have their claims resolved, and the remaining estate is distributed to the decedent's beneficiaries. In Santa Clara County, we have approximately 2 million people. So how many probate judges does the county have? Maybe 10, 20? No. We have one probate judge to handle all of Santa Clara County's death probate cases, the living probate, also known as the conservatorship cases, wills and/or trust challenges and modification requests, as well as petitions for Medi-Cal planning. If we filed a petition today, it would take about 4 months before we get in front of the judge for the first hearing. A typical non-contested probate will take at least a year or more often close to 2 years before it would close. And if the heirs are challenging, the probate will last far longer. And the last thing that happens in a probate is the distribution to the beneficiaries. This means that the decedent's beneficiaries may need to wait a very long time before they receive their inheritance. To start a probate, you, or the probate attorney, will file a petition with the court to open the probate and to be appointed as the personal representative or administrator of the estate. Historically, the person who acted on behalf of the estate was known as the executor or executrix, and many people are still most comfortable with those terms. Once the probate judge approves your petition, you will receive letters testamentary or letters of administration. The letters give you the legal authority to act on behalf of the decedent's assets. This starts the process of marshaling or gathering all of the assets to be under your control. You will then file an inventory and appraisal with the court. This informs the court of what assets were in the decedent's estate. The court appoints a probate referee whose job it is to value the assets of the decedent's estate, including the home, rental property, stocks, and any other assets titled in the name of the decedent. The value of the estate will be used to calculate the fees for both the personal representative and the attorney on behalf of the probate estate. California provides statutory guidelines in the probate code for how these fees are to be calculated. For calculating the fees, the debts of the assets are ignored. Let's look to an example. If the only asset is a $1 million home, but it was subject to an $800,000 mortgage, we could all agree that the net value of the home would be the $200,000. Yet the probate fees would be calculated on the $1 million, not the $200,000. And for this $1 million home, the statutory probate attorney fees would be $23,000, and the statutory personal representative fees would also be $23,000, not including any other expenses, of which there are going to be other expenses. This probate is already costing $46,000. The probate attorney is paid the same under the law whether they know what they are doing or not. I have met many people who started a probate with another attorney only to get frustrated when that other attorney did not know what they were doing. Sometimes the other attorney was making mistakes such as filing the wrong document or listing living people as deceased or vice versa. And sometimes it was as simple as that attorney not listening to the client's concerns. Those people then came to our office and we were able to get the probate process back on track and correct those prior mistakes. When you are looking for a probate attorney, you should focus your search on finding an attorney who is knowledgeable on the probate process and has the experience to guide you through this process correctly. To that end, the state of California's Board of Legal Specialization has recognized me as a certified specialist in probate law. My office and I have helped hundreds of people through the death probate process. If you or a loved one may need a death probate, please contact our office to schedule a consultation. Thank you.